shows us is live. We're live. Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Breaking Star Wars News with myself, Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and the Nev. Welcome, the Nev.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. As or when it happens.
As and if it happens.
As and
if it happens.
Yes. All right. It's time for some speculation.
Okay.
Now, let's move on to our final topic of the night, and we are going to talk about the Book of Boba Fett. Now, there have been a number of rumors that have gone around about this, and it could be anything, right? Latest rumor is that Din Djarin or that no, never mind. It's a rumor for the Mando, but like there's a lot of rumors on this. So, 3 questions: who are we going to see? What is going to be like the big problem? And will there be something big at the end, like a spoiler or reveal or something that we didn't know? So, who are we going to see?
One?
What is going to be the main issue of the story?
Yeah.
Right? What's going to be the purpose?
Story arc?
What's the story arc? And then, big reveal. Go.
So, I mean, but Boba and Fennec Shan are going to be in it. And I think that we're going to see a bunch of smugglers and pirates and bounty hunters from across the galaxy. So let's see. Hang on a minute. I'm just going to switch my earphones.
I'm 100% on board with you right now. 100% on board with you.
So, let me switch. Hang on. Okay, speak.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. So I think we're going to get some old school as well. I think we might see some Dengar in there. I think we might see some Forlom and some Zuckuss in there. I think the old bounty hunter band is going to be brought back together. And I also think that we will see. I also think that we will see Cara Dune in there, and that we will see Mara Jade and Talon Card.
Ooh, Talon Card. All right.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: that there were back when they were doing principal photography and they were filming it. Gina Carano was seen on set by 5 different people.
Yeah.
So what she did or did not film, we don't know. What she did or did not film in her capacity as Cara Dune, we don't know. And I don't think anything like that would be revealed until we saw the show.
Yeah.
Because something like that would be like, wow, my God, yes. You've got to go watch this episode. There's this big revealing. There's this cameo from her and a bunch of others that explains a bunch of stuff. So there's that.
Yep.
Those are the people I think that we're going to see in it. To answer your first question.
All right. So my cast, obviously Boba, obviously Fennec. If we get flashbacks, we will see more of the Hutts. Not just Jabba, like we will see more Hutts in general. We will clearly see Dengar. We're going to see Forlom. I think if not see them, we're definitely get anyone who was connected to the War of the Bounty Hunter, right? So those big name bounty hunters, Boba, Dengar, Boba, Dengar, Forlom, Zuckuss, we'll see them all. Okay. When it comes to bounty hunters, again, if it comes to flashbacks, we will see Dr. Aphra. I think that she will make her premiere in the Book of Boba Fett as a cameo. I don't think it'll be a major thing, but I think we're definitely going to see her. Now, I don't think we're going to see too many people from the comics, but she is one that I absolutely am thinking she will. Same thing with Kira. I think we could see Kira and either direct mention, directly seen Maul. I think we could see Maul. Now, as far as pirates go,
we can't see Maul. Maul's dead at this point in the time.
No, I know, but as far as a flashback, I don't think we'll see him live action. I think we'll see a lot of flashbacks in this, right? Okay, and so that's why I'm thinking like the Hutt Cartel. That's why I'm thinking we'll see Dr. Aphra, whatever, right? But keep in mind that this is at least going to take place in part on Tatooine. So we're going to see Cobb Vanth. I think you're dead on that we're going to see Cara Dune. We could even see Mando. I'm not banking on Mando, but Cobb Vanth and Cara Dune are almost guaranteed for me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. One character that I absolutely want, I want him in everything that I can get my hands on in Star Wars, Hondo. Here's the thing, okay? And this is going to... There's a period of time between the last thing that Hondo does in Rebels, right, which he was there with the taking out of Thrawn, and when he shows up on Black Spire Outpost, not Black Sun, Black Spire Outpost with the Millennium Falcon. Okay, there are things that he does. What drives him that far into the outer region? A bounty on his head by one of the most notorious bounty hunters? I mean, I could absolutely see Hondo not being like a main character, but being someone that like Boba is fighting, right? Or Boba is going to go in search of.
There are going to be a lot of second string characters in the Book of Boba.
Yeah. And it's going to be a war. Yeah. So the rumor, and so let's move on to question 2. What do we think the main plot is? The rumor, not even the rumor, the statement by the main director for the Book of Boba Fett, and damn if I can't remember his name right now. Rodriguez, yes. Is that this is 1, a love letter to the fans, 2, a like nonstop, no holds barred, like just bash. This is meant to be amazing. Start to finish.
Action.
Yes. Now, having said that, what do you think the Book of Boba Fett is about?
I think it's going to be it's going to be all in-gang warfare.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a massive war involving all of the major gangs of the galactic underworld. Bib Fortuna was doing what he was told by the underworld, sitting on Jabba's palatial seat, as you were. And obviously Boba coming in and taking over all of that territory. It's like, the underworld bosses, in John Wick, there's a high table.
Yeah.
And the high table makes all of the decisions about all of the various goings on in the criminal underworld.
Yeah.
There's going to be something like that involves the heads of all of the gangs, and they'll be like, hey, welcome back, Boba. This is the way things go at the moment. This is how we do things. You answer to us regarding this, and we answer to you regarding that, and that. And he's just going to turn around and say, I answer to nobody. I'm just a simple man going about his business in the galaxy.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, right, okay, well, we can't really accept that. We need to keep order, so we're going to have to remove you. And that's it. That's the war. And then, that's when Boba called, but Bob, he's going to put out all of the feelers. It's going to be like, look, the way that the underworld is run is wrong. It's bad. There should not be anybody controlling it. Because one of the things you've got to remember is, Boba is kind of, he may be morally ambiguous, but he's very ethically astute.
Mm-hmm.
He is all about, law, order. He is very much about order. Maybe not law and order, but he is very much about order. And he just wants to simply be in charge of the criminal doings for that, that area of the space he is, and he doesn't want to have to answer to anybody else, and he doesn't think anybody should have to answer. So he'll put out a call to all of the people loyal to him, and then all of the other gangs will be against Boba and his crew, and that's going to be the war. And even, it'll be like, I want all of the pirates on my side, and that could bring Hando in, it could bring Talon Card in, it could bring Mara Jade's, it could bring Mara Jade in. But that's what I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be an all-out underworld war for control of what Boba Fett took at the end of The Mandalorian, which was the seat of power for that region of the galaxy. All right.
I think you're to a point. You're right. I think there's definitely going to be some infighting. There's going to be some gang stuff. I actually hope you're right. What I'm thinking and what I see more is flashbacks and revenge. I see stories of Boba going on events with each individual bounty hunter that crossed him. And then him going through and taking those bounty hunters out. Right? I think it will start with Dengar saving his life, pulling him from the Sarlacc pit. I think that we will see that. I think it'll probably start off actually with that. But I think the book of Boba Fett will actually be a book. Right? Mm-hmm. A literal kill list that says, here's all these people who've betrayed me. Here are all the people who I need to take out. This is their bios. This is their whatever, right? And by doing that, he will then amass power and become the criminal underworld because he is, taking over these people's various thrones, right? Mm-hmm. So I really think, like, I've heard a number of different things. I mean, mine, as much as I prefer yours, to be honest. I think there's a simplicity in the idea of like a kill list with someone like Boba, and the way it would be set out like that. I think that'd be really cool. But man, I really hope yours is more of the case, because. Or the only reason I say that I'm thinking that it's not yours is because we've heard that this is just a one-off season. Boba Fett as a criminal overlord is not a one-off season. That's a series unto itself.
Depends how it ends.
That's true. Now, let's talk about that. Who, how, what's the big reveal here?
In my mind, the big reveal has to involve the likes of Talon Card and Mara Jade. Mm-hmm. And, so that they've done some stuff, they've got paid, they've done whatever it was they did in the Book of Boba, and, they fly off and they find themselves in the sector where the planet Wayland is, with Mount Tantis, because they're going to do some trading with the people on that planet. Mm-hmm. And then Chimera rocks up.
All right. So you're thinking Wayland, Talon Card. All right. Now and thus kicks off the homage, because I don't think I'm not suggesting that they're going to go into Heir to the Empire. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying that they will cotton pick from Heir to the Empire in order to move the story forward, because there is technology. There are going to be some technological advances that Thrawn has learned about, that he knows is at Mount Tantis, mm-hmm. and that's why he's there. Yep.
But because of obviously Talon Card's extensive knowledge of the region and having dealings with the people that live on that planet. That's why Thrawn goes to him for his assistance, and that's how I think they bring Mount Tantis and Wayland back into the show, and it brings Thrawn. It brings Thrawn in.
Yeah, I think that to a very real extent, you're dead on. I think it is possible. I don't know. Like we've talked about this a little bit. I think you're right. To be honest, I think it will be Thrawn. I think we're gonna see. I think we could see Talon. I'd love to see Talon Card and Mara Jade. For a hot second, the thought crossed my mind: what if we get an older Mara Jade, right? But they've renamed her. They've taken the character of Mara Jade, and instead of training as the hand, right, of the Emperor, she's trained with, I don't know, a group of former soldiers who are not so good. One might even call them bad. And what if, as more of an adult, she connects with, Talon Card, and Omega becomes Mara Jade, or takes the role.
She doesn't become Mara Jade. She doesn't. It's either Mara Jade or not.
No, I get it.
If it's not Mara Jade, it's just a character.
No, I get that. But if they take the storyline of Mara Jade and replace her with Omega, or if they just use Talon Card and say now her bodyguard is Omega, right?
You think they'll throw a live action Omega in?
I feel like it could go that way. I don't think so. That was the hot minute. Like, if you saw me smirking a moment ago, that was the thought that came into my mind. But I do think that it's going to focus in and around Wayland. I think it'll be the last thing that it is. Right?
Yeah. It's not going to be in the show.
Yeah.
It's going to be the cut scene that they put. It's going to be the end of credits scene.
Yeah. Yeah, where he walks into the Wayland facility, and he blows it up or something like that, right? I think he'll
no. It's going to be his interaction with Talon Card and Mara Jade.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. See, I think that what he could do is he could go to the cloners and try to destroy it, right?
Well, no, because there's no military presence.
That's right. There's no military presence there.
There won't be. It's just a bunch of, it's just a bunch of laboratories that are empty with stuff in.
But that's my point. That's exactly what I'm saying. He goes to Wayland and maybe is stopped by Talon Card and Mara Jade, or he goes to blow it up, or to do something as that last, hey, you did this to me kind of a thing, middle finger to the cloners. I'm going to get rid of your last thing. And he's stopped by Talon Card and Mara Jade. Or he's stopped by Thrawn or something like that. I could see that.
I think Thrawn is going to want the technology in that mountain. Not so that he can use it against the New Rebellion, but so that he can integrate it into the remnants of the Empire. Like I said, I don't think they're going to give us the original Thrawn trilogy. I think they'll give us bits of it.
Yeah,
I think that they'll give us bits of it, and they'll give us battles of it that puts Thrawn back into the game, back into the story, and the stuff that he wants from, because you got to remember, it wasn't just the cloning technology that he was able to get from the books. You've read the books, right? Yeah. He was also able to get cloaking technology. Don't forget that Mount Tantis also had cloaks. So one of the beauties of Mount Tantis, because it was a research facility, is they can legitimately come up with any technology that they want from Mount Tantis. And that's why Mount Tantis is very, very important. And I think that they will bring it in at the end of the Book of Boba because of its creative importance.
Yeah.
Of the shows moving forward.
Yeah.
They could literally throw in they could pay homage to the technology that was in it before, the cloning technology, the stealth technology, having a TIE fighter that could stealth, having a light cruiser that could stealth, and then having having several battles between the Remnant Empire and the Rebellion with no killing blows done there, so that and it all works up to a great big battle towards the end, where Thrawn finally reveals, I've brought us together for this one big battle in this sector because this is about to happen.
Yeah.
And then the big reveal at the end of Phase 3 is a huge armada of Yuzhan Vong coming out of the unknown regions heading in. And it's like, truce, New Republic, because these guys that I knew were coming at this point, at this time, and I knew that they were coming, that's why I've done this. I have put together the two greatest spacefaring military presences in the galaxy together for a fight at this point, not because I wanted us to have a bit of a Barney, but because I knew that this was about to happen, and then boom.
Yep.
And then that's the kind of like the end game, sequence.
The end game moment. I think you could be right. I
should be on that Star Wars writing group. Not those wussies coming up with the High Republic.
It would be a very different series. That is a very different Star Wars. That is for sure. All right. Well, with that, let's go ahead and wrap things up. Before I go, I want to again plug this. If you guys want to help me reach my goal, I'm trying to create a Dungeons and Dragons after-school program for the kids that I teach. Trying to reach $1,200 so that I can buy dice and maps and books. One thing I'm really excited about this is I have, like, at the top of my list here, I have the Monster Manual, the Player Handbook, and the Dungeon Master Guide, all in Spanish. I don't have we have a decent size native Spanish speaking population even here in Utah. But like, this is, D&D number 5. I don't know what took them so long, but it's finally in Spanish. It's going to be released here in the next little bit, but these books are pricey. If I can get just about halfway, I'm pretty sure my principal will pick up the rest. Or maybe I can go to some local businesses and rob them. I don't know. I won't do that, obviously, because that's illegal, and I like my job, and I don't want to get fired because I'd have a felony. But if you want to help out the channel, help out the channel by helping this out, please donate. Also, if you don't feel like donating, totally fine. But I would love if you guys could share this with other people to on your social media, whatever. This would be huge. Get this out to as many people as you possibly can. That would really help me out as well. So, Nev, as always, my friend, it is a pleasure to talk to you about Star Wars. Thank you.
It's always fun.
Always fun. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Whether you're catching us on the replay, whether you're watching us live, we appreciate it. We always love doing this. There's no set time for when we live stream about this because it just depends on what's coming out, what news is available, and what is something we can talk about. So that being said, on behalf of myself and Nev, thank you again for joining us. This is us. Stay tuned for more. Remember to smile, my friends, and stay nerdy.